Hello and welcome to Survive the Unexpected with your host Frank Pacino, my partner in crime, man Brian. And today we're going to talk about Survivor 42, Episode 5. But if you guys like what you're hearing and enjoying the content, please give us a like, subscribe. It would mean a lot to us. So what'd you think of the episode? I felt like the season's been steady. I think it peaked in 3 so far, but other than that, it's been kind of steady throughout the season so far.
I think we have, whereas last season it was more of a roller coaster of a season. So we had really really good episodes and really bad episodes, and really really good and really really bad. And with this season, I feel like they've all been generally good. The third episode was the best with that crazy crazy tribal. So that was the peak. Right now is episode 3, and now we're on episode 5. So it's been a nice up and then a good gradual instead of more peaky like the last season was. Um, I still like. I'm gonna repeat myself. Like I really really enjoy the editing of this season. I think that I know all the characters equally. I feel like there's not a Heather of this season where I just don't know who they are or what they're about. I feel like they've done a really good job of giving everyone a pretty well-rounded edit to where we either know what type of player they are or what their goals are in the game.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like we've gotten to know most of the people. I do feel like we haven't got enough of Roxroy, but I think because Roxroy is a one-note character, I think we could use a little bit more content from Lydia. I really feel like she's definitely someone's partner in crime, but like the dear the more somebody who's being told what to do than really deciding what's going on. I feel like Hai is definitely the brains of that operation. Um,
Oh, he's head in charge for sure. Him and
yeah.
Lydia. Yeah.
I do think we got to know Chanel. I think Chanel needs us to.
You keep breaking up, Frank, on me. You keep like freezing. I don't know if you have bad internet connection.
No, it might be you, but I really do feel like there's some people that we've known. There's a little bit, but I mean that's gonna happen every season because everyone's gonna stick out. But I think overall the editing's been good. Um, but I feel so. We'll just start right off at the beginning when they get back to camp and Roxroy was blindsided. High confirmed it, or not High. Oh, Romeo confirmed it.
Confirmed it,
And,
yes.
yeah. And they pretty much said, he wasn't going to vote that way, so why make a ruckus when it was Tori, Drea, and Romeo that voted for Swati, and Roxroy voted for Tori. So he went back to camp and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna be 4 strong, yada yada yada." And it's just like this guy really does not. He's not here to play.
I think the Blue Tribe is so entertaining. I think the Blue Tribe is the most entertaining out of all of them. I really, really like the dynamic. I feel like there's so many different players who are intertwined differently on that tribe. And I feel like the Blue Tribe is really going to have a big imprint in this game. I think that the characters are going to last long, and there's people who are going to be around a little bit. I can see Drea lasting a long time. I can see Tori lasting a long time, just based off edit alone. Um, I think that that tribe is important, and not that. And I think the Green Tribe is a mess right now, but I like that this time around there's 4, 4, and 4 because it's a nice even spread across the whole game. And how often do we get that with 3 tribes? We never get that. It's always one tribe that decimates and then the other tribe that just gets picked off and picked off and picked off. But this time it's a nice even playing field. But going if they do, obviously they showed the preview of the episode. The next episode they're going to be merging next, and Jonathan's going to be making merge, and that guy is going to be insane. He is insane. You saw the way he reacted whenever they were losing that challenge. He couldn't
Yeah,
even watch. He couldn't even watch.
yeah. He definitely has problems losing. That's a
Oh,
big factor for him for sure.
mm-hmm.
Uh, but I feel like the one positive about these tribes being 444, there's at least one person that feels like they're on the outs of each tribe. Like
Yes.
Chanel definitely feels on the outs. Tori feels on the outs. Roxroy should kind of feel on the outs, but he has no idea what's going on.
No.
Um, and then like Marianne kind of today maybe felt a little bit on the outs. So I think it sets up a really interesting merge, but I feel like The stupid hourglass twist we're probably gonna get is gonna ruin what we could have a really interesting, fun merge boot.
I don't think we're gonna get the hourglass twist this
It's
season.
gonna happen.
I think it's just gonna be because like during 41, that was like the kind of like the preview kind of image for 41, and this time around 42 has that lock and key on their emblem this season. So I don't think it's going to be an hourglass. Maybe it could be a twist that's similar to that, but I think they're going to do something different. That's
I
just
think
my.
I think it's gonna be the same twist, maybe different objects.
I don't know. I think that they're getting their advantages out right now because they didn't do that challenge advantage in the beginning. Remember the very beginning with Drea's amulet, the amulet reward. They didn't do that in 41. So I think that they have the proper amount of advantages in the game right now that they want to going into merge. And I don't know. I just don't see them. Maybe it's just me. I just don't see them doing the hourglass twist. I think they have enough content they don't need to. Whereas 41 was a little bit more peak. You know, like we had some highs with characters and some lows with characters. Whereas this season, I feel like everyone is generally, like we had said earlier, on the same level, except for Jonathan's physical is leaps and bounds above all the rest of them and almost every other Survivor player that's ever played.
Yeah, I really feel like there's gonna be some version of what we got last season. I do think I wish they would change the shot in the dark just a little bit to every time somebody uses it, it goes down in numbers. If it's not succeeded, so say the first time it's used, it's 1 in 6 chance, and if it doesn't save somebody, it goes down to 1 in 5, goes down to 1 in
I
4,
see what you mean.
1 in
So the
3.
odds get bigger as you go on.
Yeah, and so it entices people to sacrifice their vote more and more as the game gets on, because 4 people already sacrificed it and didn't
Right.
win safety. Um, because as of right now, we got shot in the dark at every tribal except for this last one, and not a single time has someone got safe.
I disagree because in my personal opinion, I think that the shot in the dark 1 out of 6 because you have it's pretty much a 1 out of 6 chance idol. It's pretty much what it is. It's a 1 out of 6 chance idol to save yourself, and you lose your vote, but that's not a big deal as long as you're ultimately staying at the end. You know what I'm saying? I like that it's difficult. I like that your chances are slim because you're essentially getting an advantage and your life saved in the game for literally nothing, and everyone gets that chance. So I
But like,
like that it's tiny because you don't have to do you don't have to do literally any work for it.
but I feel like as producers, as you put something in the game, you want to see it happen at least one time. Especially, it's been what, four tribals, and you've had
Four times altogether, I think.
4 out of the 5 tribals, I believe.
Yeah.
So this season, and we've had one
last season.
So 5 times it's happened, and not a single person was safe. You want to see it happen.
But I like that because
it
means that production isn't interfering too. They're actually.
I understand that, but it just didn't want to have it in the game if it's never going to be able to be used.
I guess so.
I just feel like if you decrease it every time somebody uses it, and it gets to that merge, you could see 3 people sacrificing it, and only 1 person gets it.
Oh, for sure. I think it's gonna be used. I think it's gonna work this season because they wouldn't have it in season 41 and 42 at all. They would have scrapped the whole thing if it didn't work at least once. So I think that maybe 6, 7 times, maybe not, and then that 9th time is gonna be like that's it. And just by chance, you have to, by literally a certain point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see though. So this episode, we also got to see Ica find their idol. Drea and Romeo found it, and Drea is loaded with advantages now. She has the idol, was it black vote or extra vote, and the steal or the 2 extra votes technically with the amulet with the other 2 people in the game. So she has 3 advantages right now, and it's a lot of power to have, especially going into the merge.
But you know what? No one wants her to go home. She has all this power, and no one has said a word about flushing any of it or using any of it.
I think her and Romeo are they're probably one of the best spots. I think her and Romeo and Lydia and Hai are definitely the 2 the two pairs that look like the best position on their tribe. Jonathan looks like he's probably the safest one on his tribe, but I don't see him fully attached to one person on that tribe.
I see Tori being dangerous in the sense of chaos. I really see her messing some stuff up, or at least being an information blabber. She's going to run some alliances when they get to merge. I think she'll make it to merge too.
Well,
I think Roxroy will go before she will.
Yeah, we seen this episode. She pretty much said, "Look, I'm gonna flip on them as soon as I can. I don't trust these guys," and that's why it's gonna be interesting to see where the merge takes us. Do the people go for the easy vote, and that's Jonathan, or does Tori say that's a tight 4? I join them. I turn 5. I go that way. We don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Depends on who she vibes with too.
So
someone like Jonathan who finds Marianne annoying. I can obviously see Tori finding Marianne annoying too, and then bonding there, and then not even including Marianne on that 5-person alliance, excluding her and putting her on the bottom, and then Jonathan creating a whole new circle. I see him being around. I don't think he'll be a first merge boot, second merge boot. I see him because he has proven that he can also hang on socially. With Omar, just for an example, they wouldn't have shown that Omar-Jonathan relationship if it didn't matter at some point in time in the game. And it's going to matter in merge. I have a feeling. I think those two are going to stay strong, even though he did terrible in that challenge. They're gonna still stay together, and that's gonna be a core for a big alliance. I just see it coming.
Well, the thing is, Omar doesn't have his vote. Remember that he lost his vote. So, and the person who knows that is Chanel. So she could swing it on however she wants. Say, hey, I know you guys need me, or hey, we can take a shot at the
Chanel have. It doesn't seem like she's got a lot of pull right now.
Yeah, but
especially when Mike finds out she voted for him.
Yeah, that was weird. I wonder why she did that. I think she probably did that just in case Daniel played a shot in the dark and hope in a prayer that it's a tie. They voted Mike instead of her.
You can tell that Chanel is an org player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She just makes decisions like that so quickly.
Yeah, because that's the only thing I can think of is that she wanted to tie it just in case Daniel's shot in the dark came through.
Yeah.
And she convinced the other two, be like, hey, he has the idol. Let's vote the person that has the idol out. Yeah.
The dark.
No, I know, and I'm a little surprised by that, but I guess
he's an awful player. He's so bad. He's got to be on one of the worst lists.
I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's that bad. There's probably hundreds of players that are worse than him.
Hundreds.
How many people played Survivor?
Oh, honey, it's way too late to ask me that question.
Yeah, so let's just say 20.
I know there's over 700 episodes.
There's 20. Just say 20. Let's say 20 on each season for 42 seasons.
40 would be 20 times 40 would be 800.
There's 300.
But that's also not counting returning seasons, which are a lot.
Okay, so let's say 600.
Let's say 700. We'll say 700 contestants.
Okay. There's at least 300 people worse than him.
Okay.
The people who quit in Fabio's season of winning.
That was like 2 people. 3 people.
Yeah, Purple Kelly.
Purple Kelly. Hey, there's some Purple Kelly stands out there. You better look out.
Most people from Borneo. Most people from Australia and Outback.
Hey, Borneo was really good.
It is, but they were full bad players. It was full bad players, though.
Bad players.
I'm just saying he is not a great player, but he's definitely not the worst player.
No.
We've seen really bad players. But if anything, you could take a note from watching Daniel play. Just shut up. You need to just listen. Stop talking to us. Let other people talk. He talked more at Tribal than anybody this entire season.
Yeah. Maybe not Marianne.
But she's only been to Tribal one time.
Oh, I think just in general, like the game.
No,
they really started the episode with that. They really started the episode with Jonathan getting so irritated because Marianne would not stop talking.
Look, he is not wrong for what he said, though. He is 100% correct. If he would have yelled at her and called her annoying, he would look like a big bully.
Yep.
He's 100% correct for saying that.
Yep, I agree.
And you know what? It's just living with people that you normally don't live with for X amount of days. Like things are gonna get on your nerves.
100%.
So
And someone Jonathan's size eats quite a bit.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So for him to go from eating probably 5,000 calories a day to nothing, his body is, I feel like his body is going to take it harder than everyone else in that tribe because
right,
his body is used to
and
that.
you're not sleeping that much. You're not sleeping good. He's
No,
very cranky. So it's hot. He's hot and he's tired.
he's doing a lot of work.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of work, and so he has. I 100% agree. Yeah, you're gonna get irritated with people.
Oh, yeah.
So he's irritated
All that
irritated with her. And if he would have yelled at her and said she was annoying, he would have looked like a bad guy. But I do think he was a little reckless with that machete. Watch where you're hitting that thing, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's really that much. I think Marianne's just gonna be Marianne.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's all she's gonna be. I don't understand why she's shocked at
got
everybody.
A lot of content from each tribe tonight, which I liked about this episode. I feel like they really jam-packed this episode full of a lot of information, a lot of relationship building, which I appreciate. I like that this season has a lot of camp life in it. There's a lot of conversations we get to see. It's not 20-minute challenges. It's not 15-minute tribals of just pointless questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually legit game content, something I still love no intro. I love that 7:00 starts and we're right there at camp. Then coming back to tribal council.
It's fantastic.
We started
with the blue tribe, went to the orange tribe, went back to the blue tribe, then ended with the green tribe. We definitely got the time in the sun with each tribe. The challenges was fine and quick. It wasn't that long. It was like 10-15 minutes at the most. And
we started
it was immunity and reward
before the episode ended, and there was enough time to do a tie vote. Yeah. Like, I love that. I love that we got enough content to know who these people are. Is there any character you feel like you don't know at least a little bit about? I bet we could easily name all 12 without.
I think Lindsay's the one who's really quiet. We don't know much about her.
Yeah, true.
I think we got a segment with everybody. I think Lindsay got her moment in the sun the very first episode when she's part of the amulet.
Yeah.
And ever since then, she has gotten nothing.
Yeah, that tribe keeps winning, so it's they're getting the same effect that the blue tribe had last season of not having very much content because they don't have any beef right now.
Right. Same with Omar. We haven't got much. We got that one segment with him and Jonathan and his religion and how they made him a little leaf thing and for his prayers. And since then, he's been kind of quiet. But I think Lindsay is definitely the. I think have we gotten a confessional from her since episode 1? Maybe.
Lindsay?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, but it hasn't been that many. If we have.
No.
Jonathan and Marianne are definitely carrying the screen time for that tribe, but it's because Jonathan.
I don't think Marianne would get that much screen time if it wasn't for her having that 3-way idol.
No, that and her personality. I think she's just so.
What?
Her personality is so in your face. I think that's why she's so much on camera.
Right.
So during the challenge, it was for reward and immunity. It came down to the green tribe and was it orange tribe?
Yeah.
And
the orange tribe fell way behind at first.
Yeah, because Omar couldn't untangle the key, and man, was the green tribe on the slingshot forever. It felt like.
I know they could not get the aim down. Which I get it. I would rather do the puzzle than the slingshot. I have horrible aim. I was not play sports in school because of it.
I just thought it was funny that Mike kept falling down.
I know. Chuck was laughing about that too. He was like trying to go far back and he couldn't. Boom.
I was like, he's an older guy, man. He's gonna hurt himself.
It was really funny.
Yeah. So I was just like, and Jonathan is just a different beast, man. He gets that slingshot. I think he took 3 shots.
He literally did it perfect too. He is, like you said, a whole other just contender person. He's
Yeah.
easily going to be remembered as one of the biggest challenge beasts ever on Survivor history. He has to be.
And depending on how well he does in the immunity challenge individual, like you could arguably say he could go down like the best.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely could. I tell you what worries me about Jonathan is like, like a lot of merge challenges or like balance or like endurance in the sense of like holding yourself up or holding something above you. I can see him not doing that well in those. He's heavy still with all that muscle.
Right.
You can't. If you're say they're going to do the pole wrap challenge, he is not going to be able to do that longer than Romeo. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the sheer weight of him. I could be
Well,
wrong, but
we'll definitely have to wait and see.
yeah.
So Daniel set out of the challenge again. We forgot to mention that at the camp life that Daniel went fishing, and everybody is like, "How can this man fish, but he can't do the swimming challenges?"
Question: why can't Daniel do the swim challenges? But can go fishing.
I don't know. I think it's a little different because for one, you're just floating out there,
It's for
kind
$1
of
million.
Yeah,
It's
but
for $1 million. You better
but
get your ass out there and compete in some competitions if you want a chance to win $1 million.
but to be fair, his shoulder can pop out again. They said, and if it pops out again, he's done for the game.
Then you shouldn't be fishing.
I probably not, but I still don't think it was that big of a deal.
Nah, you just say that because you like Daniel.
True. But I mean, the other option was Chanel, and I like Chanel too.
I like Chanel too.
I would preferred Lydia to go on that tribe, but I knew that wasn't.
I wish Chanel wasn't so like spontaneous in her decisions. I feel like she will say one thing and then completely do the opposite. Can you believe that Mike said that out loud?
What?
He said his phrase. He was like, "Oh, I'm not going to say it." This whole game, he's like, "I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say this for myself and my team." And then he literally said it 3 times out loud. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Bro, you literally just said fuck you to your whole tribe."
No, I see. It was a good move because he got his vote. Because if he doesn't have a vote, it's a tie 2-2. If Daniel and Chanel want to go tie 2-2 and then go to Rocks, they could have. And it would have been a 33% chance that they were going home, which isn't bad odds. Well,
Yes, it
one
is.
of them.
1 out of 3. I don't want those odds at pre-merge. There's no way.
Well, I mean, what's your other alternative? Going home?
I go home. Yeah, other than going home, yeah, but still, 33%. It still sucks.
I don't know. I would have went for it. I'm a gambler.
I guess.
I would have risked it for the biscuit. You're out there to play to win. You're not out there to survive another day.
Right.
So, we get to the tribal, and we get to the beach. Lydia. Oh, let's talk about Lydia and Roxroy real quick, and their journey to the Ship Wheel Island, and they pretty much they do it correctly. Like they don't tell anything about what's going on at their tribe at all. Neither one of them do.
They're both smart in that sense. I'm kind of surprised because I figured that Lydia would kind of be scared to go a little bit and be a little bit more loose-lipped and trying to make more connections on the other tribes because she feels, but she is in a good spot in her tribe. But she must really, really trust Hai in order to not try to make another ally elsewhere, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think
thought it was weird that it took so long for them to show it because it showed them going, and then it went back to the Green Tribe for a long time without Lydia there, and they barely talked about Lydia whenever they went over that. And I was like, like, well, then you're going to show us, like the summit or whatever. Let's go get to the summit, and it's like Lydia. She's just going on and on and on, confessional after confessional after confessional. We didn't even hear Roxroy at all through the whole summit. We didn't hear his opinion on Lindsay or on Lindsay. We didn't hear his opinion on Lydia. We didn't hear what he said to Lydia. I mean, it was like they completely ixnayed Roxroy from that situation. It was just all about Lydia.
It just shows how important Roxroy is going to be to the season.
Sorry, I'm sick.
No, you're fine. So we got to they both protected their vote. Look, Roxroy read the room wrong. Like I kind of get what he's in danger on his own tribe, Risk your vote, bro.
Yeah.
You're in danger.
If you know
Um,
that Lydia, here's my thing. Even if you're not in danger and you know that the other person is going to protect their vote, fucking risk it.
I mean, to be fair though, Omar thought Chanel was going to protect her vote, which she should
That's
have.
how that turned out.
Yeah. Well, Omar also doesn't know that yet.
True.
But yeah, I just think it's crazy to me that so Lydia got to watch Chanel play it awful the round before, or
Sorry.
so that helped.
Yeah.
So she played the round correctly and she protected her vote because if she didn't have her vote, it would have been a huge deal. So she protects her vote. They go
Which
and
is smart, the right thing to do.
she goes and tells everybody they must be not be able to game out the Shipwheel Island this round this season, because remember last season they kind of like hey, I'm gonna protect my vote, you can have the advantage. Like not one person has said that this entire season.
Yes, they did. Who was it that was talking together saying, "I want you to use my steal vote because
No,
you can't."
that was Drea to Romeo.
Okay.
But no, like anytime someone's gone to the Shipwheel Island, nobody has said
Oh,
nobody
you're on the two at the summit.
yeah, no one
Yeah,
said
like we did last season.
yeah,
Yeah,
remember
yeah, yeah.
how Aviv said that to Deshaun? Say, hey, I need my vote tonight. I'm going to tribal, so I'm gonna protect my vote. You can have the advantage. Not one person has said that this season.
There's
They
been
must
a lot of I like about this season is that it's not like last season. There's been a lot of the same elements of the game, but people have made opposite decisions, and we've seen the game literally split differently or play out differently because of it.
I
Just
think
because
production
different decisions people make
I
in the
think
game.
production's telling them not to do it, saying that's not allowed.
Maybe. It's very
Because
possible.
why wouldn't you game it out? Why wouldn't you say, hey, Roxroy, I'm protecting my vote. Take this advantage. Remember me when we come to merge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like
Yeah.
not one person has done that. And
No,
so to me, it has to be
production
production
is
saying you're not allowed to do that because everybody did it last season, which they have not seen last season, but production did.
right.
So, um, so anyways, Roxroy protects his vote. Lydia protects her vote. They go to the camp, and Lydia and Hai talk about what they're gonna do. Do you think that they made the right move by voting Daniel out than Chanel?
I do. I think that Daniel is too loose lipped to be in the game to be an ally. So if they were to get to a merge or to a swap or something, he's gonna go to whoever has the power. Whereas Chanel, like they kind of mentioned her in the episode, she's a little bit more reserved. She's not as, open with information or to change her mind per se. But she is sneaky strategically. She'll think a game plan without her number one ally and quite possibly take that route if she needs to. Whereas I feel like Daniel is more scared to go out on his own and do it successfully. My only thing with Daniel is he should have been kept in the game because he could have been a great goat. Because I think he would have completely talked his way in a downward spiral at Final Tribal.
But the
There's
thing
no
is,
way he would have been able to give a great Final Tribal.
I think that's part of the reason why they voted him out, because Daniel has written, "I'm gonna outlast my entire tribe all over it."
Yeah.
Because of the reasons that you just spelled out, and also
Yes.
I do think voting out Chanel would have been smart, because I think, like you said, how Chanel can go figure stuff out on her own. I think that's
Yeah.
what makes her more of a dangerous player than Daniel. I think Daniel would have listened to Hai if he kept him in.
Mm,
I think he would have, because I think Daniel would have been scared to do anything else, because when he tried to do something, he got in trouble. But Chanel's gonna be like, I'm gonna go talk to these guys over here and figure something out.
right.
So, I don't know. I think getting rid of Daniel, if you are still in team challenges, which they think they are, keeping somebody with the bad shoulder is not a great idea.
Right.
And
He was a physical. He was a physical,
yeah,
or a physical life.
liability.
Yeah.
So I do think I understand for both reasons how it could go either way. But I think we're moving in the right direction. Do you think so? What do you think next week's going to be? It's a 2-hour episode.
Merge definitely. They're going to do the merge competition like they did 41. So you have to earn your way to the merge or whatever. I think they're going to do something with. They'll have to do a segment with about the amulet because all those people are going to be together now. They're going to have to do a segment about each summit. Each person about having, whoever went to the summit about how their relationships are going to be now. Then we have the tribe divisions. Then we have immunity. Then we have tribal. Then we have reward challenge. So it's just like, they probably want to do a reward challenge, but plus the feast. I think it's just a lot of information. They did a 2-hour merge last season. I'm hoping that testing the 2-hour merges is testing for 2-hour episodes and seeing if they get the same amount of viewership into the second hour as the first hour with ratings. Because I would love to have 2-hour episodes of Survivor every week, or 2 hour, or at least hour and a half challenge.
I think seasons like All-Star seasons should be 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think regular seasons should be like hour and a half, but like a season like Winners at War should definitely been 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
If you have another All-Star season, give us more content because they're gonna give you the content. They're All-Stars for a reason. But newer seasons, you might only need an hour and a half.
Right.
But overall, I think the seasons like you said, like last season we had like
yeah,
like a really great episode, awful episode, great episode, awful episode, and then this season we had like good episode, great episode, good episode, good episode. It's been good. So
it has been consistent. I like the characters this season. I was definitely wrong in my assessment of the season being a dud. I think the season's been great, even with the new twists. And I feel like this season 2 is a little bit easier to follow than last season. You understand the people better. It's a more even spread of tribe, division. And I think that going into the merge with 12 is a good number to go into. It's easily, you can easily tell, who's on what, by tribe lines, you can easily identify people. And even putting them in a group of 12 together, it's still easily identifiable. You can follow stories easy. We know everyone's story. We know why they're there. We know the relationships they have, what their perks are, what their, irritations are. I think it's going to be a really, really good finish this season. Who's your winner pick still so far?
Okay, so before the season, Chanel was my winner pick. Obviously I don't feel great about it so far. I really do think that Romeo and Drea are probably 1A, 1B. And then I think Hai is probably 2. The reason why I have Lydia and Drea higher than Hai is because Drea has so many advantages.
She does.
And
no one's targeting her.
Right, and no one's targeting Romeo. Those two aren't targeted at all. So
you're gonna think I'm crazy, but before the season started, my winner pick was Hai. And obviously he's doing very, very good. But I really like Tori, and I think that her edit is special, and I think that this crazy kind of villain girl game that she's playing, I think it's going to pan out, and I think that she's at least going to make it to the final. I could be wrong, but I think she can make it to final 6 if she tries hard enough.
I guess we'll see, right?
We will.
I think that's about covers it this week. I really hope that we don't get an hourglass twist. You want to make a friendly wager?
What do you mean? What do you want to do?
I don't know. Let's talk about we'll talk about off camera.
You want to bet some money?
No, we don't want to bet some money. We'll bet some fun.
All right.
Put some money on it. Come on. I want you to do something embarrassing.
What? No, I'd rather pay money.
Well, all right. That covers it. We'll be here next week. Thank you guys for watching. How do you guys feel about the season? Do you guys enjoy it? Who's your guys' winning pick going into the merge? Are we gonna have the hourglass twist again?
Who lost the fantasy tonight?
What?
Who lost the fantasy tonight with Daniel? Who was that again?
I have no idea.
Oh no! I think it was
me.
Frank? Yeah.
I think you're the only one who has a perfect team left.
Hello! Wow, 41 all over again, baby. I swear to God, if I win the Survivor Draft again this season, y'all ain't even gonna play with me next season.
You're cheating. You're cheating. Well,
Hey, y'all whipped me in football, so it's okay.
I whipped everybody in football. I only lost one game.
Ridiculous.
That was the J. Well,
Shut
all right. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.